So I'm really pleased to be here at the RocketGro garden in Somerset on this amazing February day. I'm going to be talking to Hannah Shield, who is their horticulturist, and we're going to look at some of the jobs that you could be doing this time of year. So just over this bridge here are some apple trees that Hannah has already planted when it wasn't too wet. But what we're going to do now is give them a little bit of mulch around the outside just to help with fertility and the structure, and also keep in that moisture. She's also going to give them a formative prune because that will help with the overall shape and also the fruiting of the apple trees. When you are applying mulch, really important not to pile up the mulch around the stem because that will just cause it to rot. So don't do a volcano, think more of a donut.
So I'm pruning this fruit tree to a goblet shape. What I'll be doing is choosing a new main stem, so this is probably either this one or this one. I'll be pruning that to about 1 metre, and the other ones I'll be pruning to about half, so the energy is rerouted up the main stem to hopefully produce a nice goblet shape. And when you do the cuts, you always do a slanted cut just above a outward facing bud. What we're doing here is healing in the blackcurrant. They're not ready for their planting spot just yet, but the site is quite windy. So what we're going to do is plant it into a large container, and then that'll be in a slightly protected spot for the next few weeks until it's ready to go into the ground. These are bare roots. They're much cheaper this time of year, but you can only plant them between sort of November to March time. Keep filling until you cover all of the roots at the same level that it was previously planted. You'll usually see sort of live mark on the stem. Surround it with compost, give it a really good water, as they likely would have been out of any water or compost for a few days.
So we have had such a wet winter, so unfortunately Hannah's not going to be able to do any more planting today. But if, like Hannah, you've got some plants that really need to get planted rather than just left as a root ball, then what you need to do is just pop them up in some multi-purpose compost in a big pot and just wait until conditions are right. Don't ever try and plant anything in sodden or frozen soil.
Okay. My 3 top tips for this year if you don't have a polytunnel is mulching your beds outside or any of your borders. Even the grass would do well with the mulch. Sorting out your seeds that you plan to plant this year. Have a little diary, try and keep track of what you plant when, and enjoy it.
So although the garden may look a little bit bleak, it is only February, and what I'm really excited about is that I'm going to have the opportunity to come back and watch the garden as it progresses. So although there are lots of little things starting to show life, there's tulips, there's a lilac hedge, the lavenders are doing well, the hedging is doing really well, some of the veg are even coming up. All those 2D plans that are on paper will just burst into life. It's so exciting.